Yo, welcome everyone. Bitcoin is unfortunately losing all of the important support levels. The entire pump from 2 days ago got completely reversed, and this is really not a good sign because first of all, you're going to see not only Bitcoin hit one of the biggest areas of resistances the other day, but also we were trading above the very important value area low once we are measuring the entire upper price action. The value area low came in at approximately 92,300 US dollars, and what we said yesterday, above the level we are bullish, below the level we are bearish, expecting quite a significant push towards downside. And as of right now, Bitcoin lost the value area low, got a rejection at the monthly height from time frame area of resistance, but our first target was actually the daily level at 84,270 US dollars. Now, if you have been following me on Twitter, you definitely know that I posted about this specific level already, let's just say, 15 hours ago. And to be honest, it was really not a random level because this specific area, not only it was our daily, it was also the liquidity level below the previous low, it was the golden Fibonacci ratio, and additionally, one of the significant anchored VWAPs aligned perfectly with this specific zone. And how I am getting this specific anchored VWAP, if we go on the daily, going with the anchored VWAP tool right here, and simply putting it exactly before this insane move up actually started. But unfortunately, you are right now going to see all of those important support areas are getting lost, and losing such a significant area of support towards downside is unfortunately not a good sign. It is a bad sign for Bitcoin. That is simply why most probably we are right now looking for even lower price targets. Now, in yesterday's video, I also mentioned to you that I was holding a lot of different long or buying positions, and some of them already got stopped out at the break even. However, I am still as of right now holding a long position on Bitcoin, on Dogecoin, and also on XRP. All of those trades were entered only a couple of days ago. However, if the price is going to move to the entry price, I am going to get stopped out because I do have my stop loss as of right now literally at the break-even point. Additionally, I am still holding some other insane long positions, for example on OM, on SUI, and also on Ondo. Those long positions remain intact. However, most probably if we are going to move even lower towards downside, towards my entry price, I am going to get stopped out. I have already taken some profits, but nevertheless, also in today's video, I am going to share with you where is going to be my next trade, because at this specific area, we are not interested going with any short or sell positions, as majority of people are as of right now going to start doing so. Why so? Because once we go with our crypto fear and greed index, pretty much the entire cryptocurrency market is as of right now trading in the extreme fear. Once the extreme fear kicks in, of course, people are going to get bearish and people are going to start shorting literally exactly at the areas of support. But you simply need to remember, once we are moving towards downside, we are not looking for another short or a sell position. We are only potentially prepared to fire another long or a buy. And later in the video, I am going to share with you exactly what is going to be our first important area of support, that it is going to be quite a significant level where if we are going to see a reaction at, we might even be interested to fire another long or a buy. That is why right now I would really appreciate for you to smash up the like button, because 600 likes are definitely possible, and also thank you for subscribing to the channel. Let me right now do share with you the first area of support that you really need to be aware of, and additionally later in the video we need to talk about this quite a bearish fractal from Jelly, but nevertheless it does align very nicely with the level I am going to show you right now. What if we go on the weekly time frame? Let me actually also remove literally all of the important levels from the chart, and we are simply going to identify a significant diagonal area of support going with the trend line. What we can do, going from the low right here, connecting all of the higher lows, it does look like that this specific diagonal has not been retested before. We are creating it from our previous lows right here, connecting the higher higher low, and that is simply why on the next touch of the trend line, this is going to be the first time of the retest. So if you right now think like that, Bitcoin is not only going to hit the trend line area of support, but also because we do have our previous low very close towards this specific diagonal level, it means liquidity below the recent low. But not only that, remember about the CME gap. If we go on the daily time frame, clearly you're going to notice the CME gap has not been fully filled. Now, of course, ideally, I did not really want to see Bitcoin going that low to actually fully fill the CME gap, but nevertheless, as of right now, it does look like in terms of probabilities, we should be looking for lower, and our first target is going to be 78,000 US dollars. Liquidity level, CME gap is going to get filled, and also quite a significant trendline area of support is then most likely going to get hit. Now, if there is going to be a reaction below the previous low, that being said, an immediate push toward the upside, only then we can be interested to fire another long query buying position, stop loss below the low, and of course, we can then be targeting higher targets. Now, one very important thing that I do need to mention with this specific long position, you are going against the trend. Why you're going against the trend? Because market structure as of right now is bearish. We are forming lower highs and also lower lows, and additionally, going with our exponential moving averages on the 2-hourly, on the 1-hourly, on the 4-hourly time frame, we are moving in an average downtrend. So knowing that you go with a long query buying position at the liquidity level, you are going with the trade that is against the trend. That is just something that you do need to be aware of, and that is also, of course, why it's super important for you to set a stop loss in a case our support area, our diagonal level right here, is going to be lost towards downside. One very important thing, once again, you need to see a reaction towards the upside for this specific trade to be valid, for us to actually then enter the trade and potentially expect a bigger bounce towards the upside. But what we definitely do know right now is that we are not looking for any breakdown trades. That being said, if we start losing our liquidity level, if we start losing our diagonal level, I am still not interested to fire any short or sell positions, simply because I am not interested shorting after such a big move towards downside on Bitcoin already occurred. Now, what is going to be a bullish indication? Let's just right now for a moment talk about what if we are not going to go lower, but Bitcoin is going to go higher. Because remember, we are not trying to guess up or down, we are trading the probabilities, and also we know exactly when we are slightly more bullish, when we are slightly more bearish. Now, if you have been following me on Twitter for the past couple of hours, you know about the comment I made 38 minutes ago, because Scott actually commented that I just flipped bearish exactly at the lows. But the reality is, I flip bearish only if a very important volume level is actually lost. So I said right here, I trade from level to level. Losing value area low is not a good sign, but if Bitcoin reclaims it, I likely flip bullish again. That being said, if Bitcoin is going to show a sign of strength, and of course the sign of strength is then going to be once again reclaiming the value area low of the entire upper price section at approximately 92,200 US dollars. Above the level, we are bullish because Bitcoin is then accepted back into this specific value area, but if we are trading as of right now below it, we should be expecting lower for our next support area to actually be hit in the next couple of hours. And also, of course, where potentially we might even be interested to fire another long query buying position. Now, if you also want to trade with us, I would actually highly recommend you to secure the insane free bonuses I was able to negotiate with exchanges for you, because Bybit Exchange is offering to you a free 30,000 US dollar bonus with the first link down below after you register, after initial deposit. And yes, you do need to create some volume, but you get the bonus and you can then also trade with the bonus. Additionally, with Bitunix Exchange, there is no KYC, no VPN, and also quite an insane free bonus. And additionally, I got you the VIP level 3 and 10 USDT only on a sign up, capped to only 300 users. There are also some insane deposit rewards, so take advantage of the bonuses while you still can, because in the next couple of hours, in the next couple of days, another trade can definitely be offered to us, not only on Bitcoin, but of course also on the entire cryptocurrency market. Now, let's also talk about another bullish Bitcoin indication. We want to see if we would then also want to see another all-time high to be formed. Maybe right right now I am a little bit crazy talking about the all-time high. However, if we are going to see bullish indication, that is definitely something I want to see. But let's just right now talk about what are going to be the most important areas of resistances for Bitcoin to actually get reclaimed. We can connect our lower highs with a diagonal area of resistance that has been respected literally perfectly. And what we can right now say, above the diagonal area of resistance, a significant bullish Bitcoin indication. Another thing that we already mentioned before, reclaiming the value area low at approximately $92,400, another bullish Bitcoin indication. And I would say cherry on top would actually be start seeing bullish crosses on the exponential moving averages. 4-hourly time frame, bullish cross is then going to be quite a significant bullish Bitcoin indication, and also 2-hourly and 1-hourly time frame, if we do see a cross in the next couple of days, another bullish indication for the Bitcoin price itself. As of right now, as I said before, because we are below the value area low, because we are below the diagonal, because on average we are moving in a downtrend according to our exponential moving averages, of course one should say we should expect lower. Again, we are going to flip more bullish above those specific levels, but as of right now, we stay patient. I am not going to fire another long where we are as of right now. I'm simply going to remain in my opened long or buy positions on Bitcoin, on Dogecoin, on XRP, and also on some other altcoins, but nevertheless, I am not forcing a trade, and also I am going to trade only if a very important next area of support is going to be hit at approximately $78,000. Now, additionally, some people are talking about that Bitcoin is as of now trading in some kind of a fractal. Jelle is saying that I hate how much this makes sense, and he's comparing the price action from 2020 and applying it to our current price action in 2025. Why is this fractal such an important one? Simply because in 2020, Bitcoin tested the previous highs right here and then got an insane push toward the upside, literally straight towards a brand new all-time high. Now, why is this important? Simply because the previous highs right here are also, as of right now, aligning with another very important area of support. Now, again, if you have been following me on Twitter, you know about this specific post. I posted about a diagonal area of support and also about the monthly area of support aligning very nicely with the previous highs, which right now means if our diagonal levels see a breakdown, if Bitcoin is going to see no reactions below our recent lows, we are looking for lower. And our next lower target, according to this specific graph, should actually be the recent high, and of course also then we should be expecting a bounce toward the upside towards a brand new all-time high. That being said, in a case we lose a diagonal area of support, the monthly level is then going to be the next very important price target you should definitely pay attention to at $71,400. We have right now a plan. All we have to do right now is to execute on the plan, and once again make sure you're managing your risk correctly. I am managing my risk on all of the trades, putting the stop loss to break even, paying myself with take profit areas, but also I know that ideally I really want to see a brand new all-time high, especially once Bitcoin is going to see a sign of strength, once we are going to start reclaiming the value area low, and once all of the exponential moving averages are going to flip slightly more bullish with a bullish cross. That being said, in a case we do see lower targets, I am still prepared to buy. I am still looking right now for another long or a buying position, but also not only on Bitcoin, paying attention to Ethereum itself. Ethereum, zooming out, let's just say on the daily time frame, you're right now going to notice is unfortunately not performing as well as Bitcoin, for example, because Bitcoin, on the other hand, is forming still at the moment another higher low right here, but Ethereum, unfortunately, lost the previous low only a couple of days ago and is as of right now forming another lower low. Not only that, we are losing this specific low at approximately $2,000. So for Ethereum, if Bitcoin is right now also going to go right now slightly lower below this specific low, unfortunately, we should also be expecting lower targets. But nevertheless, once Bitcoin is then going to maybe even see a reaction below the previous low at $78,000 right here, if then Ethereum is also going to see some kind of a reaction towards the upside, I am then prepared to take another long or a buy position on Ethereum chart itself, because yes, as you can see right here, I unfortunately got stopped out on the Ethereum trade but not on the Bitcoin trade. So I am not holding any long positions on Ethereum as of right now. So that is why if Bitcoin does see a nice reaction in a case we right now go lower, we can be prepared not only to long Bitcoin, but of course also Ethereum itself. That is why Take advantage of the free bonuses using the links down below, no KYC, no VPN, and also a 30,000 US dollar free bonus on Bybit exchange after you register, after initial deposit, and also after you're going to trade some. But nevertheless, additionally, I would really appreciate for you to smash up the like button.